G'day, I'm Stephen Spry and welcome back to episode 20 of my Transport Fever 2 series, where I'm trying to recreate 20th century Newcastle in the lower Hunter Valley of Australia. We're heading north on the Gosford to Newcastle flyer today, just above the bottom part of our map from Terralba, heading into Tickhole Creek. And wow, there's lots and lots and lots happening today. I've discovered so many things that I didn't know when I built this map about everything over in that direction. Yeah, good fun. Including, I found a reference in something, can't remember where, and I don't know when, but I discovered a reference to 7 sidings near Tickhole Creek. So they're there, right? Well, they're there now. I don't know when they're supposed to be there, but couldn't find a date for that. But they're there for sure. And the really exciting thing, check this out. We've got to meet about 2 of our 3 Gosford to Newcastle flyer trains on the old trestle at Tickhole Creek. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Right, let's get out of here, because we don't want you anymore. And we're going to keep an eye on this guy down in the bottom right-hand corner because he's almost full. But I discovered so many things. I've got 1901 for this particular part of the Stockton Borehole Colliery. Right, so found the date for that. Found the date for this one, Northern Colliery, 1900, so I've got to build railway lines for that. West Wallsend Extended Colliery, 1892. Over here, Seaham number 2 Colliery, 1905, yep. And West Wallsend is actually, where is it? About here. And had I realised how much action there was over here when I made this map, I would have twisted it slightly clockwise to include all of that on the map in reality, but never mind, we're going to include it today. Yeah, we're going to build Wallsend as well. West Wallsend Colliery, 1888. Young Wallsend Colliery, 1887, that's now, right? And coming over to Cardiff, look, 1, 2, 3 of the 5, yeah, 3 of the 5 I have included. It was a bit of overkill to put all the others in, I think. But anyway, this is for Lymington Colliery. Trundling through the area just south of Cardiff. So I thought we'd have a little look at this area. Not for long, because he joins up with the Great Northern Line just east of Cardiff, and my God, didn't that make a huge difference? The moment that went in, all of these things just went boom, 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 popped up everywhere. Yep, I thought you'd put whistles on that. I thought I did too. Whatever, yeah, yep. And this one over on the left, yeah, not happy with it, it's doing weird stuff. But never mind, especially that, but you know, we might fix that later. I don't know. But look, the interesting thing here was this at Cardiff. Yeah. So it comes in and it joins up with the main North Line. And that train that we just was on hasn't even got to Cardiff yet. That's it. Right up there, I'm pointing to the screen, right up there. So this is going to zoom up the hill on its way to the Dyke Wharf. Right, well you do you, mate. That's great. What else is happening over here? Well, all right, we've got another couple of, you can go now, thank you. There's another line went through to this Young Wallsend Colliery. It follows the line of the fire break that's there in present day and comes along, right, crosses the river, skirts on the south side of Young Wallsend, right, and then up at the junction of, what was it called, Cockhat Creek or something? Dunno, but you, yes, I'll start you now. Hopefully there's plenty coal waiting for you now. 1887. Yeah, I skipped a year. Don't worry, the years are, yeah, they're there. They happen. Right. He's got plenty of coal. And a few weeds. Stephen, naughty boy, bugger the weeds. Oh, look, while we're waiting for him to do his thing, we'll just do a little bit of ballasting, just to clean up. I can't even see them now, up there. There we go. Right. Obviously, I've got a little bit of work to do here with some spare wagons, park a few wagons on the... Oh, he's off. Okay, let's follow him. Let's check out this line. Oh, you should have weeded it before you did this episode, man. Look at that. That's disgraceful. Bugger. Oh, never mind. What are you doing? I went the wrong way. I meant to press S and I pressed the D key. Right. Rail lines sprouted all over this area once that Grubham, the southern portion of the Great Northern Line, that's what I wanted to say, once that went in, everything just took off. Have we got a whistle? Come on. We do, and we have a whistle. Simply tramway? What? Ah, it's another story. You can wait for that one. That's, you know, in 20 years' time or something. I was saying about the whistle. It's only heard because this train is loco first at this point. When it comes back, no whistle. Oh, that's because we're doing a push-pull. Right. Oh, this will be a test. Why is that? Well, one whistle for all of these crossings, and that was the test. Look at that, the wibbly wobbly. Look, this line doesn't last that long, so whatever. Okay, it's fun. All these lines going everywhere. My God. Okay, can we go a bit faster? Because he's crossing. Next one is Winding Creek. Right, there we go. Winding Creek going up there, yeah, up to Cardiff. And this guy comes down through this open space, which is now open space. It's a big fire break, I think. It's what it looks like on Google Maps. But anyway, we're going to get over there in a second, have a look at Google Earth and so on, and show you how I discovered all of these things, because, my God, okay, there we go. We've now joined up with the Great Northern Line. Good, thank you. Train 52, it's been a pleasure watching you. Right, and, oh, there's the Northumberland coal. He's headed down to our southern portal. Right, and this is exactly what I wanted. Coal trains everywhere. Lovely. They're only shorties, they're only 120 metres, but it is only 1888. Wait till we get into the future. Oh yeah, yeah. Now, back at Cockle Creek. Right. Look at the branch line off here to the right, into the 7 sidings that existed at some stage, I don't know when, but they did, into a single track line, right, which headed this way, right, yep, out. Now, you might remember there's a loop on the map just there, yeah. That comes into play in, when was it, 1883. Ah, you have been researching all your dates, haven't you? I have. I have. They're bloody all over the place. Oh, what are you doing? I'm trying to get across here so that we can then keep going. Where's this line headed? To West Wallsend. Oh, right, okay. West Wallsend it is. And in 1892, There's a junction here for the Killingworth West Wallsend Extended Colliery. Good. And this line continues up here. Oh God, it's everywhere, isn't it? Yep. Yep. And in 1905, yep, there's a junction here for the CM number 2 colliery. Right. And then we head up this way. And this is where I want to build Wallsend today. Sorry, West Wallsend. God. Wallsend, Young Wallsend, West Wallsend. And what on earth is that? Ah, that's a bear. Don't worry about it. That's one of Australia's famous drop bears. I'll believe you. All right. And this colliery, finally. West Wallsend Colliery. Yep, he's got plenty of coal waiting for this dude to make an appearance. Another one to go to the Dyke Wharf. Now, so far, the 3 trains that we've put on, you're missing one. You know I am too. All right. I'm going to go up to the 4th one. Bloody hell. Where is it? Adamstown. This short line. Lew Lambton Colliery, 1888. Right, okay. Let's turn this fella on. Good. He's got plenty of coal waiting. Lovely. Right. Take it off pause. And he comes down through the back streets of Adamstown and down to just before Adamstown station and joins up there. Oh my God. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Four so far today. And that's it for coal trains. Thank God for that. All right. This fella, he has to go along this section of track. We might come back to him later and have a little look, but right now what I want to do is build West Wallsend. Now, how am I going to do this? Well, I'm in Whatsy's sandbox, so I can just come in here and do this and go clickety click, right? But I don't want to do that, not straight away, because what I want to do is build the streets first, right? You need to be yes, please. Okay. Let's build some streets here for the town to grow off of. Right. A bit of straight. Somewhere in here is a station. Where is it? That bit I've made straight so I can put a station there. Okay, well, let's do that. Right. Because West Wallsend did have a railway station. Going to make it a long one? Why not? Okay. And you're going to flip it? I better. Whoops. Well flipped, sir. Right. Okay, I'm going to do that. Right, we've now got a connection to the road. Yeah. I think we'll do this. Well, can you join it up to that? No, I don't want to. That's all sidings. Righto. Yeah, I'm just going to join it up to that. Yep. And how are you going to handle this? Because this is only single track. Yeah, I know. What do you think? Well, there's got to be some overtaking spots somewhere along here. Well, there's a straight bit there and a straight bit there, so let's build some overtaking sections. There. Right. Couple of signals, make them one way. Yep. Right. One there, and one there. Right, that behaves, good. Now when we get these other mines in, there's going to be even more need for this sort of thing, so no, there's a problem. Did you see that? I did. 10 kilometres an hour. No, that's not going to be fast enough. Right, and another nice long overtaking section here, and no, we won't double the bridge because that would be too expensive to do back in the day. But we can. You're going to take it around the corner. No, I'm not. I probably should, but I'm not going to. Right. One-way signal there. One-way signal there, and I'm going to whack a couple in the middle because things are going to get busy. Now obviously this isn't the timeline and isn't the reality that was for this line. It was only single track, but that's not going to be any good for us in the game, so we shall put another overtaking section there. Yep. And bring it around, and yeah, I know. Look, don't panic, game. It's under control. Right, I've got several sections of track there that I can overtake now. You know, this bit here, you might as well do that too. Roger Dodger, I shall. Just plonk it into place like that. Now, your passenger train's going to come in on that side and then needs to come back out. So do that, so he can get back out. Signals, start a signal, not one way there. Okay. This would be a one-way because that's the side he's meant to be on, so that is a one-way. Coming along here, there would be a one-way there, and then we would, apart from upsetting the route again, oops, and now it should be, oh, it's not fine. Why is it not fine? What have you done? Yes. Clever. Fixed. Good. Signal there, and I'm going to put another one-way signal there so that we've got a bit of parking room. And you need a one-way signal before that junction. And have you got room for something in the middle again? Sure do. Be dum. Alright, good. So hit the go button. Get the train moving again. Where are you going to put this town? Right. Well, let's build a big street, big-ish street, straight out. From there, player ownership on, yes. Do you just want to check to see that they are all player owned? They are at the moment, so that's good. Good, come back. Come back in. Now, little streets, please. By the way, all of this area was pre-flattened. Otherwise it wouldn't work. You can come straight out like that, I think. Yep. And you better not come out straight out because just parallel, perpendicular, please. And you can go like that, I think. Yep. And you could probably come straight up like that. Cool. Which means that bit could be like that. Okay, that bit. It doesn't want to play with you. How's that? That's better. Now, there is this tram line actually that we have to put through back in whenever it is. Let's have a look. 1913. So it can wait, because right now I want to build West Wallsend. Probably another small street through there. Yep, that'll do. And you can convert to that. No, the big one. Yep. And we'll join that up to there. Now, if you've already got this map, I flattened out a tremendous amount of area here for this, right back up until there, so that I could fit the coal mine and everything in, basically all on the same level, all the way through here. Right, okay. Do you want to do me a favour? Yes. I am going to save this as mid-20. Right. Why? Because I'm about to do something that's pretty potentially dangerous. We are going to go... what? Well, we've gone food and construction materials, haven't we? And we better make it small. Okay. Fingers crossed. Let's build West Wallsend now. Holy crap, holy, did that... How's the thing? Green's all up there, blue, yellow, that'll probably do. All right. West Wallsend, 1888. Cool. So now we can put another passenger train onto here. Right. Do I want to take it all the way into Newcastle, or do I want people from Tickhole Creek? Maybe we just go there and back for now, because I'm getting very worried about this area through here. See, this train is waiting. There's an awful lot of waiting going on here. In fact, I saw on the 1895 map, there was another line that came through about here. And I'm thinking I might have to do that because... Oops. Right, okay, well, we shall just... I've lost it. I've lost... You lost it ages ago, buddy. All right. Let's do a new line from West Wallsend passenger station. Barnsley. Seriously? No, mate. You didn't take the name because you hadn't built the city by the time you did that. All right. Passenger on platform number 2. Which one's 2? Left hand. Well, I'll make it the... No, make it that one, because that's the one you put that in for. Okay, and we're going into Tickhole Creek. Right. Oh, there's so much happening here. Alright, I don't want you, I want you only. Right. Comes in, stops there, goes back. You need to go through the thing here. Right, okay, manage line. West Wallsend, you've got waypoints here, Cock Creek, and there. Right. Brilliant. Alright, small passenger train, please. Oh, okay. A baby one. Yep. Baby one, double one. Bye. Okay. I found out a way to quickly find the ones I'm looking for. I just used the keyword generic. Right. And you, yep. Come down, we'll use a little fella. Where are we? 88. So we're going to be a bit behind as far as locos are concerned, because most of them are probably still being made in England and brought out on ships. So, saddle tank? Yeah. Okay, and passenger units, which is why I will use these guys. One of the commenters said, you missed them. I said, yeah, I did, because I didn't see them. But yeah, I will use these guys, but I'll use them for the speed. I'll use them for the faster train. That has to go from Sydney to Brisbane shortly, in another year actually. Alright, this is just going to be simply a front brake. Yep, no first class. I think we'll just have 2 of those. Yep, and a brake. Whole 32 people. Right. Ooh. Come over to there, please, so we can see line 1. Well named, Stephen. What do you expect? West Wallsend to Taram, Cockle Creek. Now, where's your train? You better get him facing the right. Oh, he's zooming out. What? Stop. Manage vehicle. Right. It's going to be push-pull. Yep. Loco is pointed in the wrong direction for push-pull, so let's flip you. That's it. Modify, and let's have a look at him. Where are we? Oh, we're in town already. Wow. Right, tab. Slow. Where are you going? Cockle Creek. No. Oh, whatever. That's fine, don't worry about it. Oh, you know what you haven't done? Oh, yes I have, look. It connects to the town. That's surprising. See? All of it, except for that lot. And they are... they would be, wouldn't they? Well, kill them. Kill them. Make them all time. Get rid of that bloody thing. I hate those. Every time you see one of those, you delete it. That's how much I hate them. Scots pines, ugly looking tree. And they're an import into Australia anyway, so... Yep, I think I've got most of them. Right, where's your train? Right there. Don't click on it with the delete button, goose. Nope. Okay, we're off again. So, my goodness, that's built close to the railway line. Yeah, things are happening. Oh my gosh, aren't they what? Let's come up, please, so we can check out the scenery. Maybe not. No whistle? Did you hear a whistle? I don't know whether we heard one. Yeah, I quite like this, and look, thank you. While this is doing its thing, I just want to show you the rabbit hole that I had to go down to, oh yeah, all right, okay, we get the point. I want to show you the rabbit hole that I had to go down, and it's really exciting. We'll have a little look at it, shall we? The first is a website called railhistory.io. And railhistory.io you can check in your web browser, as we are here. This guy has gone to the trouble of trying to map all of the railway lines in Australia according to date. I'm going backwards in time here. And where are we? 1854. There we go. We start in 1854 in Melbourne. Yeah, and work our way through. And if we untick that, then a line will disappear once it's been. Let's come into Newcastle because that's where we are. Here we are. This is Terralba's right there. So that is, it's there or out one, out there. That's it. Okay, that'll do. That's basically our area. All right, so we can zoom through, and in the process of zooming through, I found neither of the resources that I'm going to show you are 100% correct. So you've got to combine all sorts of stuff that you see, but I found very important dates. Let me have a little look at the list. Oh, right. We're up to 1885 and I still don't see where we are here over at Wallsend. Oh, look, just give it a break. Here we go. There's the Great North Line, comes in 87, and then in 88, oh, there's the line to West Wallsend here. That's West Wallsend right there. Right. And then you'll start to see over the next couple of years, extra line comes in for other collieries in the area. That'll be Killingworth, the townships there. Keep moving along, and that's the Northern Colliery, and my gosh, lots is happening, lots. Oh, look, we've got tram lines coming through, 1910, lovely. Okay, oh, what happened here? Go back to 1908. Where are we? There, 5. Right, 5. I want to show you this bit here, because this is Carrington, right? That's Carrington right there. This is going to be 1908. Boom. We start to work on that, and we lose our connection over here from Hamilton across to Carrington, Bullock Island. Right, and then the traffic. Watch what happens to this one here in 1913. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. Quad line. See? Quad line. Got darker. Quad line to this point. Lots and lots of stuff worth looking at here. I went forward and found that, where were we? There, this bit, Kooragang Island, just to these freight destinations, right? Cemetery line's still open, yep, not for long. And then we can go into 84 and 5, and you see the Kooragang coal loader there, boom. And the extra loop here, and look what else happened in 84. Electrification. Right, there are some fabulous resources here. Right, what else did you want to look at? I wanted to come down to the loop down here. Here's Cockle Creek. Just go back there. There we go, 83. That was built. So that's where I get some of my information from. Right. It doesn't, however, even if we tick that, the Young Wallsend line that we put through. Oh, hang on. Cardiff, right there. Let's go back to the deviation. Boom, bumpity bump, bump. See? 1900, 1904. Wow. Oh, 02. Right. It doesn't show any of these coal lines that I've just put in. And it doesn't show the... Oh, stop doing that. It doesn't show the one that came up through here to the Young Wallsend Colliery. It doesn't show that one. But never mind. It's got a lot of stuff that I found extremely useful. So that is railhistory.io. Fascinating. And if you're into Australian, come on, here we go. If you're into Australia and New Zealand railways, it's a useful resource, I think. So you can see what's going on. It's got the tram lines, and you can see when they become electrified in the 20s. There we go, we've changed colour. These ones are still steam. I better untick that because they disappeared. See, they weren't there, they were only there from about 1910 onwards through to 1930s as a steam tram, and then when this was electrified, they disappeared. They're not going to in my version, no, I tell you what. And the interesting thing, if we come in and have a look at Newcastle proper itself, 2013, yeah, look. Yeah, I know, and then they built the light rail, and a lot of people still dirty about that. I don't even live near Newcastle, but I'm dirty about it. Ah, dear. All right, so that's one resource I've recently discovered since I started playing this game. The other one is not Transport Fever. Where are we going? Going to have a look at Google Earth. Ta-da! And this resource is called, wait for it, Hairy Legs. Right. Hairy Legs, yes. It's a KMZ file. KMZ, Stephen. KMZ, whatever. That you can open. You download it to your computer, and then you can open it. Right, where is it? It's called Austrax. This version that I've got is 2021. It's the latest. Hard to find, so I'll put a link in the description so that you can grab it if you want this. And as you can see, we have every state. I'm going to turn off the ones that I don't want right now, so that when we come into New South Wales, and in particular Newcastle, my God, yeah, I know. Look at it all. Right. And do I want locations? Probably not. Maybe we do. These are relevant ones. Yeah. If we look at Hanbury Junction in there, that's one of, yeah, okay, we want locations. Turntable? No, I don't want turntables. Collieries, however, yes please. Collieries are there all over the place, and this is where I discovered exactly where the railway line went up here, over here, through the back of Young Wallsend, Edgeworth, to the Young Wallsend Colliery here. That's the pink one, right. It's where I discovered this one here. I went to the original Stockton Borehole Colliery, or Snedden's Colliery as it was probably called before that mob bought it out, and currently it's here in 2025. with our loop here to pick up from here. The Northern Colliery, or the Rhondda Colliery, down this way, right. Here's the West Wallsend Colliery, and there's Killingworth. There must be another one out here, is there? Oh, the West Wallsend Extended Colliery, right. Okay, that's not West Wallsend Colliery, that label's in the wrong spot, never mind. And CM number 2 is here. Right, and West Wallsend, there it is. Right. Holmesville, is that Holmesville? Yep. And the green line, by the way. What's the green line? The green line, if we follow it back up to Wallsend, the green line is the tram line. There's Wallsend Colliery, that's the very first one, I think. Was it the very first one we put in? Might have been. I don't know, it's so long ago now. But look where it went through the bush. All over the place. This was the steam tram that came all the way out here and back streets into West Wallsend up to there. And here's the I can't even read that. Seaham Colliery. Where's your West Wallsend Colliery? Oh, there, right here. Right next to the town. Okay. So they're all great fun if you want to check them out. The link, as I said, to this particular, well, the link to both of those is in the description. This is a file you download and plug it into Google Earth. Right. And all sorts of interesting stuff. Now, this is also incomplete. Oh, right. But it gave me, here's one of the collieries that I didn't include, up near the Tickhole tunnel. Ooh, Tickhole tunnel. Hang on, Stephen. You've done it wrong. I have too, haven't I? Tickhole tunnel, there's 2 of them. Of course there would be. They were built at separate times. Okay, well I'll fix that. All right, where were we? Tickhole Colliery, here, which I'm not including. The other, what was the other one? This one over here. Mile Colliery. Mile. Right. Okay, so I didn't include them, but I did include that one, and this one, and that one. Right, let's go back to Transport Fever. Look at that. Our train's been patiently sitting here waiting for us. Aren't you nice? Oh dear. Oh, hello dear. Oh, and another one, Mike. I love the way the animals in this game get run over. Yep. Yep. Well, my God, did we get everybody running? I think so. We can go a little bit faster, can we? I don't know about that dinky little loco. What's wrong with it? He should be fine, I suppose. All right, we've got a lot of weeding to do here in between episodes. Look, don't you worry about that. We could, of course, do it this way if you really wanted to. Well, I don't, but you like showing this technique off, so... Right, here we go. Clickety, clack. Now go to there and ready, set, go. You like showing that technique off? I do. That way we can get to look at the scenery while we're cruising along. Because I'm a lazy bugger. You could go faster. Right. I wonder where our West Wallsend coal train is. Well, look, I don't really care because I'm not going to put any more than one on each of these routes because it's just going to get too congested. At least not until, what's it called? That loader at Port Waratah opens up. Yeah, because that way they can handle the traffic through there. As long as we don't have to go through Hamilton, that's just going to be crazy. Well, we've got, what are we, 88? You've got 20 years of crazy. Whoa, fox. Got skittled. Never mind. All right, come on, get moving. I want you to head into Cockle Creek. Now, if that train was coming back, he could park here somewhere, can't he? Yeah, he could stop here and wait. Okay, well that's all good. Right. It's not easy keeping track of where these trains are supposed to go. Right, you can... See, by the time all of those other collieries out here come online, what you could do, because this is a Spitzkehrer, I could bring coal from there, and even here, and bring it into here and transfer it at Cockle Creek sidings. So we've got how many trains? 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 4 trains, backwards and forwards, parking coal wagons here, right, to then be picked up by another train that comes down. He comes down with empties, picks up these ones and goes up. So 4 trains here could mean 2 up here. So maybe, have we got anybody wanting to? We've got 2 whole people wanting to go to West Wallsend. Oh, that's a success, isn't it? Oh, sure. But I tell you what, I have no idea how many trains I've got now. I'm not going to try and count them because last time I did, I got it wrong. This time, truckloads, or train loads, or shed loads, whatever. I've got to pick up my 2 people, a whole 2 bodies, yep. Now, as the game progresses, these guys that come in from West Wallsend on this train 54 can proceed on to Newcastle or south to Teralba, our southern portal here. No, they can't get out there, can't they? Bugger. Oh well, they can get out of Booragul. We can pretend they went all the way down to Sydney. Okay. 35 people waiting to go north? Good. Alright. Let's see how many. Oh, well, there's at least 1. There's 7. Good. That's a success. How's your traffic going? Well, we've still got... See, that's a passenger train. Yep. I'll be interested to see how that works. No coal train there. I wonder where they all are. He's just leaving. Right. Where's our young Wallsend one? Over. Not there. Alright, well, where's this guy? He's... My God, in all that time, he's only just gone through the dikes, heading back. Yeah, I wonder whether he was waiting a lot here. This is the problem. Getting out through here. You were talking about putting some sort of shunter thing between Hamilton and the dikes, weren't you? Yeah, I don't think that'd work. I think there'd be too much traffic. Oh, he got straight out. Look at that, straight onto the Great Northern. Yeah, I think there'd be too much traffic with the shunting between that and there to do that successfully. You'd have too many people waiting here, clogging up the passenger line. Right. So that isn't going to happen. Right. And this train's going, well, he's not really going backwards, is he? Look, that's fine. Some people don't like the push-pull. I'm quite enjoying it, actually. I think it's a great little technique. Is it realistic? I think so. Short branch lines. Yep, even with the longer coal trains, as long as you point the loco in the right direction, like, where are we? Can we find one of them? Yes, I shall have a look at this guy. And where is he? He hasn't even got to the dike yet. Did he only just see? Oh, must be another load. Surely you can't tell. No, he's done one load already. Okay, so this is his second load. Yep, and talking about going in the right direction, he's at the head of the train hauling the load up the hill, even though the engine's facing backwards. I think that's the way it's supposed to be. Heavy weight going up the hill with the loco up the top. Proper trained people will tell me, you're wrong, Stephen, in which case, tell me. I don't know. But before we go, yeah, you better fix that. Okay, stop. What's the problem here? Yeah, the problem here is... Now, I know it hasn't happened yet, according to the date, but let's assume it has. Track, what speed track was this? That's flat out. Good, okay. Draw yours. New track in, please. Thank you. And come around. Thank you. Like so. Good. Now. Kill. Ooh. Yep. And a bit in the middle. Okie dokie. A bit in the middle. Yep. And join it up. Right, is that it? It will be as soon as I do that. Cool, and same on this side. And join it up. And smooth it out. Ta-da! And now 'tis correct. Thank goodness for that. Whoops, wrong train. Bugger, I wanted to go through the tunnel. Where is it? I'm lost. Argentine, up here, Cardiff, Tickhole tunnel is you. No, you can't do that. You can't, I'm gonna do it. You can't do it. I'm gonna do it. It's not gonna work. Smarty pants. I hope nothing's coming the other way. Good. Alright. Well, that's the end of today's adventure, thank God. Oh, we're going into the Dyke Wharves, are we? Oh, it looks that way. Out in the middle of nowhere. Coming up on future Katara. What happens next time? I've got no idea, but there is so much that's on my list. Absolutely so much. Probably another one down the left-hand end there, at Killingworth. Right. But who knows? Who knows where this wacky adventure's going to take us as we try and recreate what's going on here. I think there's some new, more tram lines got to go in too. Ah, yeah, I hope you have better luck with the next one than you did with the last one. Oh, shut up. Yeah, that was a disaster. Thanks for reminding everybody how much of a disaster it was. Well, if you want to find out whether the next one's going to be a disaster or not, you know what to do. Yeah, come back. And in the meantime, it's hooroo from me. It's goodbye from him. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Okay, bye.